How's it going? Yeah, if anyone else just raise their hand and can unmute.
That's it. I think that's
so
it.
It's just Solius and Memo Kelly, got you?
Yeah,
Awesome.
well, I mean, like I said, you can probably unmute Gentleman, but I don't imagine he's going to be speaking much.
Okay, if you can see him in the list, it's a long list. If he raises his hand, he'll come to the top.
He has the MetaEvent icon as well.
I saw him in here and I muted him earlier. I think he might have not done the CAPTCHA, so he got booted. But once he joins back, I'll make sure to unmute him. I'll give him temporary mod or something so he doesn't get booted. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, it's all right.
So if you guys are ready, I can start the record and introduce you, and we can go into the MetaEvent project.
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah, we are ready.
Welcome to the WorldCoin Talk community. I'm Glenn, your host. Today we have MetaEvent joining us. MetaEvent has a unique utility combining NFTs with regular game events on the BSC. We'll be going into that shortly, but first, can you introduce yourselves with your background and experience, guys?
Sure. So my name is Solus. I'm the speaker for MetaEvent. I'm not exactly one of the guys, but since the team is from Germany and, there's sometimes a little bit of a language barrier, so that's where I come in. As for my background, I mean, I've been in crypto for a while now, around 4 years. In the DeFi space, I've been for around 1 year, I think. So, I've seen everything that happens in here. I've advised on some projects. Obviously, I've done some AMAs. And yeah, we also have Memo Kali in here with us. Memo Kali, if you could introduce yourself.
Yeah, I want to introduce myself. That's right. Hello to everyone. My name is Memo Kali. I'm the CEO and the founder of MetaEvent. First of all, I want to say the whole team is from Germany, so I'll explain this. Our English is not good enough to hold an AMA, I think. That's the reason why we had a host. The name is Saul, but I'm also here for every question that I want to explain with my not so good English. I want the excuses.
Yeah, guys. So whatever I'm not gonna be able to cover, Memo Kali is gonna help us out there. I mean, should be able to cover most of it, but still, he's here. All right, Glenn.
Memo Kelly sounds like he's got good English. We've also got a partnership as well with a German AMA group that I can talk to you after the AMA about, and maybe in the native language over there, that'd be great for them.
Oh, that'd be great.
That was really, really great. Yeah, awesome.
So yeah, if we can have an introduction to the MetaEvent, what you've got planned, the utilities attached for our community investors.
Yeah. So I guess I'll start with a little bit of backstory first, on how MetaEvent came to be. So the team thought of a unique idea. It's pretty simple, but it's unique because there's a lot of play-to-earn games. But as well now, having a sustainable ecosystem is a fairly hard thing to do. So the team decided that instead of creating their own play-to-earn game and risking token devaluation over longer periods of time, they decided to create their own token, but without a play-to-earn game. Instead, the team would host events for the play-to-earn games and give out prizes. This way, people using our services will get some extra exposure and increase their, community morale. But this, of course, goes both ways, since by hosting these events, we'll be able to attract new people to MetaEvent and basically spread the word for free. Of course, early on into the project, it might be a little harder to get those partnerships. So we'll be sticking with Telegram games or poker nights, for example, because we've been talking with a lot of groups, recently, and a lot of people here in crypto love poker, so we're gonna be happy to host poker nights. Of course, later on, once we establish ourselves, we'll be able to get some of the bigger play-to-earn projects to use our services. So yeah, this is basically the idea behind MetaEvent and how it came to be. So Glenn, if you've got any questions up until now,
So yeah. So you would have to purchase an NFT, and then you could participate in the regular games events on the Telegram. How much is that? The Legend NFTs? How much are they going to cost to mint?
Yeah. So okay, I guess I'm gonna cover the NFTs since you're so keen to ask. So yeah, basically there's gonna be two types of NFTs. The basic ones, they cost 0.1 BNB, and they allow you to participate in our weekly basic events. And in these events, you're going to be able to win up to $2,000. And of course, there's the legendary games. And to participate in those legendary games, you basically have three options. First one would be to buy all four of the previous basic NFTs. Then after that, you can combine them into a legendary game event ticket and participate in the event. After that, you can just straight up buy the ticket for 0.5 BNB. And of course, there's the legend NFTs that you can find on Burning Moon already, that we are already able to mint for you guys. There's a very limited supply, only 80 of them. So, but they give access to all of our future events. So they're pretty scarce. So go get them. But yeah, these legend NFTs, they're gonna allow you to play any of our future events, basic and legendary ones. Of course, for the legendary games, the prize pool is gonna be a little bigger. It's gonna be 10K. So now, you might be asking where the money that we get from the NFTs goes to. So to put it simply, everything goes back into the project, all of it. Half of it goes back to fund the prize pool, and the other half goes back, well, into the chart basically. Since you'll be able to, well, basically, since we put half of it back into the chart, the value of our token over longer periods of time will increase. That's the whole idea. That's pretty much the opposite of other play to earn games, where over longer periods of time people earn the tokens and just the chart dumps. So instead, we have the opposite. Of course, depending on the play to earn games that we partner with in the future, the partners might also get a cut in revenue, out of the NFTs. So the percentages might not be half-half. It might be like maybe 25% to them and 75% to us. So we split that in half. But yeah, so we already have the NFTs on Burning Moon, like I've already mentioned. You can mint it there. We also, there's some really cool looking artworks of famous people, superheroes, I guess. So yeah, you can find them on Burning Moon. Maybe we'll post up the links if we can.
Yeah, I know Burning Moon. We've had Burning Moon on before. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
so, with the gaming events and the NFT, how long would that allow you to go into the events? Would it be a weekly or a monthly? You would need a new NFT, or
So basically, since we will be hosting events weekly, you would have to buy a new NFT each week for the basic ones, and the legendary ones are gonna be after the basic ones. So that's like well, almost each month. So again, you can either participate in all of the basic ones or just buy a full legendary game ticket.
And you said half the NFT profits would go into, is it a buyback and burn, or would it just be?
Yes, that's exactly it. Buyback and burn. Yep.
I think there's some feedback on Mimo's mic. If you maybe mutes in between.
Yeah,
and then,
Mimo, if you don't want to add anything, just please mute yourself, okay? Because there's some background noise.
Yeah. I try to explain. I try to explain.
Okay. Yeah, go.
You explained that very well, Saul. Just I want to add one thing. That's right. We want to do as we get money from the NFT sales. That's right. The NFT sales for the events are 0.1 BNB. The price. Half of the sales go back. 50% of the NFTs we sell go back to the chart, and that's weekly. So everybody who take our token has nothing else to do, and he can buy in-game NFT for 0.1 and can play the events, can be a part of it, or he can just take his token and stake, because we buy back every week. Every week after the event, we make a buyback about 50% from the NFT sales.
Yeah, and
I hope
since
I understand. I hope I can explain. Sorry.
Yeah, I think people get it. And since we're kind of already touching on the staking, I guess I can cover that. So there's going to be 3 pools. You can lock up your tokens for 15 days, 30 days, or 45 days. And of course, there's a penalty if you do the emergency withdrawal. It's 30%. It's a pretty hefty sum. So if you guys are big on staking, make sure that you choose the right amount of time for you to stake. Of course, the tokens that come from the penalty, they all go back into the staking pool, so there's more tokens for people to earn. And when it comes to APY, so it really depends on how many people are staking. So in the beginning, when there's not too many people staking, you might get some nice APYs. But of course, once there's a bunch of more guys staking, it might be somewhere closer to like 100%, or if we get a really big amount of people, it might even go less. But this is all speculation. I'm sure most of you guys understand how staking works. So
Yeah.
What stage
Just
are
want
we?
to add.
Sorry.
I just want a little bit, just some words. The staking pools are all ready for launch. That means the staking system, the staking pools are all ready, and we can. They are ready before launch. That's I just want to add.
Yep. So basically, once we launch, you're gonna be able. Well, once you have the tokens, you're gonna be able to instantly stake them.
Great. And what stage are we at for community investors here? How could they get involved? Is it a private sale or
Okay.
pre-sale?
So right now there's a fair launch happening. We're currently at a little bit over 15 BNBs. We still have a little bit over 2 days left for you guys to contribute to the fair launch. And we also have a little giveaway going on right now for the biggest contribution into our fair launch. So the reward is 5 BNBs. So of course, if you guys are bigger players, you might want to consider that reward. And yeah, so yeah, we got 2 days, a little bit over 2 days left. We got the audit, we got the KYC, everything's up on Pink Sale.
Okay, yeah. If you send a link over to my DM or send it into the shared chat, I can post that in the main chat for investors, because we've got that locked at the moment.
Okay, I guess I'll send you a DM.
And how does the buy and sell tax work on the Meta event?
All right, so we got 10% buy tax, 10% sell tax. 3% of that goes back into the prizes. So along with the money that we get from NFTs, from the taxes, we're also going to be able to get some money for the prizes. Then there's 4% that goes into marketing, 2% that goes into buyback, and 1% goes into LP. So we got all these mechanisms to basically help the events and help the token. And this is basically a loop by now. The events help the token, and the token helps the events as well.
What's the marketing plans after launch? What's planned for, say, the first quarter?
So we do have a bunch of plans. We do have a really great marketing team. If you guys know Mr. B, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. But the guy, well, he was basically part of the marketing team for Cloud Chat. I'm sure you guys know Cloud Chat. He did some really big numbers. Of course, there was more than one guy doing marketing for Cloud Chat. But still, he's our main guy. He's already done some real nice work. I think there's been 20 channels today that posted about us. As for the future, having these events, it not only allows us to partner with other blockchain projects, it allows us to go a little bit into well, basically it allows us to go for any sort of game. If our community wants us to do poker nights, like I've mentioned previously, we're happy to do that. If our community wants to maybe play some esports games, that's fine by us. And of course, in the future, nothing's off the table. If we are big enough to maybe get a deal with a game, with an esports game, of course that would be pretty big. But like I said, these are just future plans. Then we also have the giveaways, the events. We recently finished the airdrop for our community. Of course, they're gonna get their tokens after private sale. Pre-sale is over. Well, fair launch. We got some communities, different type communities. We got Turkish, we got German, and Memukali, back me up here. What else have we got?
We got also a Chinese community, a Turkish community, and a German community.
Yeah, and of course, we do plan to hit the Asian market pretty hard because Mr. B is actually from Asia, from Thailand. So we do have some nice marketing lined up.
Let's open up to community investor questions. Let's see, Syed,
Sure.
you had a question for Sal at MetaEvent. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so I want to know that the rewards that will be distributed to the players for a particular event, I want to know, will they be in BUSD or in native token?
Memukali, want to back me up?
I would like to, but I don't understand the question. That's my problem for now.
Are we gonna be distributing the rewards in our token or BUSD?
No, the token. I know the prize pools from the events. The prize pool from the event are in dollar and BUSD.
Okay, understood. Okay, next question. So you mentioned about these 80 legendary NFTs, and I've also read on your white paper that users have also chance of minting these NFTs when they are minting an entry pass NFT. So I want to know that how many legendary NFT are allocated for users to mint during the purchase of the entry pass, and will there be also separate minting event for these 80 NFTs?
You can mint the NFTs right now on Burning Moon already.
Yeah, the mint function about for the NFTs are ready for now. They are mintable.
Okay, understood. Okay, understood. And is there any limit on number of legendary NFTs user can mint per wallet?
Yeah, no, that's not. But that's right. You can mint one NFT per wallet. That's right.
There's really no point having more than one because you already get access to all of the games, unless of course, you like collecting, I guess. But generally, there's no point to do that.
Yeah, also for reselling to others customers if they want. Okay,
sure.
So on your roadmap, it's also mentioned about creation of wallet. So I was wondering that will it be a non-custodial multi-chain wallet, or it will be only for your native token holders? What kind of wallet are you planning on developing?
Memukali, can you
like
explain a little bit about the wallet?
I want, but excuse me for my English. I really don't understand the question. Can you repeat
about your wallet?
Yeah, in our roadmap we have in phase 1 there's wallet creation. So can you explain a little bit about that?
About which wallet? I really don't understand.
Memukali, can you hear me? In our roadmap, we do have wallet creation as part of our roadmap. So can you explain a little bit about that? For the games, Memukali. Basically,
I can ask that later in the group.
Basically, there's going to be event wallets where you will have to, well, it's basically like a D app. So you'll have your wallet and you're going to be able to participate in the games. Because, right now, everything's done a little bit manually when it comes to games because we don't have the D app ready yet. But in the future, you're gonna have your wallet where you mint your NFTs, and that's how you play the games.
Got it. Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Over to you, Glenn.
The questions, Syed. Let's move to Asia. Oh no, Western Beast. Oh, Asia. There you go. You had a question for
Yeah,
MetaEvent team? Go ahead.
yeah, thanks, Glenn. I was wondering, do you have any plan of organizing events or competitions for non-crypto games as well, like Fortnite, Call of Duty, etc., and allow users to participate by purchasing your NFT, and NFT sales can create prize pool for winners?
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned before, if there's enough people that wanna participate in said games, we can do like a vote. Of course, there's nothing stopping us from playing those games. Although, when it comes to competitive games, some people have an advantage when playing that because they can be really good at the game. So, of course, if that's what the community wants, sure, we can do that.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for answering.
You're welcome.
Hello, excuse me, my internet goes down. I'm back now.
It's all right.
Let's move on to Western Beast. You had a question for the MetaEvent team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. Hey guys. The
Hello.
MetaEvent project, I saw that you have no tax for the dev team and the wallet, but you have a 10% buy and sell tax. Where is this buy
Exactly.
and sell tax allocated to? Is it allocated to marketing or is it allocated back to the investors?
Yeah, I mean, I've
And then
already
how
kind of
are you
covered the
guys being
taxes.
paid? How are you guys being
Uh,
paid?
how we what?
How are you guys being paid? So what's in it for you guys, the dev team and everyone else?
Okay, so I guess I'll just start with the taxes first. So yes, the team doesn't have any tokens. The taxes, as mentioned previously, it's 10-10. 4% goes into marketing, 3 into the events, 2% into buyback, and 1% into LP. As for being paid, the team doesn't exactly get paid. Of course, in the future when there's partnerships with other games, we might get something out of that. But for now, our main focus is to just improve the project.
All right. Okay, so here's my next question. When you said you are adjusting your tax to the needs of the community, is it going to be based on a voting system from the community? Are you going to be casting a poll? And then after that voting system, will you guys now review the activity of the vote?
Uh, can you repeat that? I didn't exactly get that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I guess. Wait, let me just turn you up a little
Okay.
bit. Well, you're at max. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Give me a second.
I'm listening.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, much better.
Okay. So asking about the fact that you said that the community will be the ones who are determining where the tax will be adjusted to. So is it based on
No,
those
I
token
didn't say
holders?
that. I
And
said
how are those votes going to? I wanted
I
to
didn't
ask you now,
say that.
is it going to be based on the community votes? And then after this voting, will there be a moderation team to review the process?
First of all, I never said that the taxes are going to be determined by the community. Of course, there is the opportunity for us to adjust the taxes. If we establish ourselves properly, we can lower the taxes. There's no big deal. Second of all, I said that community can determine what type of games we play. If there's enough people that want to play a certain game, we can have a poll and let the community decide. As for the I don't know, I guess you're concerned about cheating when it comes to that. I don't really see a reason for people to cheat on what type of game they want to play unless they're really good at it, but that's pretty much about it.
All right. All right. My next question was actually about the cheating, but you have already actually covered that because that's why I was actually worried because people can a group of people can choose to vote for a certain game that they are all good at, and then that's why I asked whether there's going to be moderation after these votes are cast.
Yeah,
But
there
since
has
that
to be
has been
moderation for sure.
okay, so since that has been addressed, that will be all my questions for now. I'll be
Yeah,
dropping the rest of my questions in your Telegram group.
Yep, sure.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
we
much.
have
I really
we have an active community. The mods are there pretty much 24/7. So even if there's a language that you speak from the other communities that we have, feel free to join those. Your answers will be your questions will be answered.
Awesome. Thank you for the questions, Western Beast. Venice, you had a question for the MetaEvent team. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks, Glenn. Actually, as I was going through your website and white paper, I saw that you guys have NFTs of 80 iconic people from different areas. So,
Yeah.
don't you think you can face copyright issues in future?
No. First of all, those are caricatures. Oh, Mama Kali. Yeah, if you want to cover that, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I want to try to explain this. We got our own NFT artist, and that's the reason why we don't have any problem with copyright, because the artist paint this NFTs only unique for us. There are no. I hope I can explain. The artist, the NFT artist of us, paint this NFTs or create this NFTs only for MetaEvent. That's our.
Yeah, I think he was more concerned about like copyright, things like that. But again, when it comes to caricatures of people, there's no problem because you can have a reference of a character or a person and just make it look funny, for example, and you're free of copyright. Of course, I'm not a legal guy or anything, but that's what I've heard.
Okay, okay, and understood.
Yeah,
And also,
people use
I read people who Okay, sorry. Okay, I was saying that I read people who participate in all 4 basic game events can combine their passes to get an entry ticket to the legendary game event.
Yes.
So what if someone just participate in 2 or 1 of the basic game events and want to participate in the legendary game event? Will there be any special discount for these kind of people?
Ooh, that's a good question. Memo Kali, do you want to cover that?
I want to repeat the question that I understand. When someone wants to enter the small games, had to buy an in-game NFT for 0.1 BNB. If he enter to every small games from a session, that means 4 weeks, 4 weeks and all, then he can get with his 4 in-game NFTs to the big event.
Yes,
And
but he's asking.
He doesn't must pay again.
He's asking what if he only joins to 2? What can he do then? Is there a discount?
If he he means when he buy in-game NFT to enter the game.
Yeah.
Which kind of discount you mean? I don't understand.
No, so okay, so he wants to enter a legendary game, but he only has 2 basic NFTs. What are his options?
No, I understand. No, there are no discount. Yes. Oh, excuse me. The reason why I repeat the question is not you, it's me. My English is not as good as yours. That's what I want to say. No, there are not no discount for people who enter to the small games. Only a discount or a free entry gets someone who enters the for small events.
Yeah, so
The
guys,
people who
no
enter the 4 events must pay for the legendary game.
Yeah, so there's no discounts, so you have to be in all of the basic ones. Unless if you skip one game, you're gonna have to pay the 0.5 for the legendary game event ticket if you wanna join.
Okay, thank you, Solis and Memokali. You guys are doing great job for answering our questions. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
For the questions, Venice. Let's move on to Mr. C. You had a question for the MetaEvent team. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Well, I just wanted to know.
Sorry, kind of cut off.
I've lost you there.
Is there going to be a land NFT?
Is there gonna be what?
Land NFT, a land NFT for this project. Can someone mint a land NFT? Is it possible?
Land NFT?
Yeah, land NFT. Yeah, for the gaming.
In the future,
I think you mean in-game NFT. Or
yeah,
what?
like land NFT. No meta games usually have like land. So is that something on the table for us in the future?
I think that's what he was asking. But there's not a metaverse at the moment, so
Yeah, like right now, we're not really a metaverse, so there's no really land for you to buy. Of course, in the future, who's to say?
Yet now I understand the question. We got some visions, maybe for the future plans. That means that, but that's maybe in 6 months and 9 months. We haven't got an own metaverse game. That's the reason why we don't have any metaverse land, and that's the reason why that you can't buy land from the meta from our metaverse. We haven't got one.
Okay, great. So if we can do maybe we're running out of time now, but do a recap for investors that have maybe joined later on in the call and they might be asking questions because they don't know, what we
Sure.
talked about.
So I guess I'm gonna start with the fact that our fair launch is live right now. It's still gonna be live for 2 more days. So I think it's posted in the chat, right, Glenn?
Link there in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys can participate in our fair launch over there. When it comes to MetaEvent, we're a game token without we're a game project without a token. Our main selling point is hosting games for other projects to attract the attention of their community, as well as give some attention to their communities. To participate in our games, you need NFTs, either basic ones or legendary ones. 2K rewards for the basic ones, 10K rewards for the legendary ones. To get into the basic ones, you can do it for 0.1 BNB. To get into the legendary ones, you can do it for 0.5 BNB or play all of the 4 basic ones that are happening each week. Staking. We have some staking pools, 3 of them. If you guys are into that, 10% tax. 3 goes into the event, 4% goes into marketing, 2% goes into buyback, 1% goes into LP. And yeah, I forgot. I want to mention again that. Yeah, what's up?
So please explain once more the buy contest. It is ongoing.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. We do have a biggest contribution, I guess, going on right now. So you can win 5 BNBs if you are the biggest contributor to our fair launch pre-sale right now.
Very much, Saul and Mimo Kelly for coming today. As we say, WellCoin talks for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice, but you can check out the website, the white paper, and the official socials there in our main chat. It's been great speaking to you today, and we've also got a link to the pink sale if anyone wants to check out the pink sale, which is going on for another 2 days at the MetaEvent project. Thank you very much for coming today, guys. It's been great speaking to you.
Thanks for having us. Pleasure being here, man.
I'll finish the recording, send a copy over to you to share with your community, and I'll post it into our main chat for our investors.
Yes, thank you for this.
We'll talk to you later, man. Cheers.
I'll DM over to Mimo a link for the Coin Nation. It's called the German AMA group.
Yeah.
So
Do that. Yes.
have a native talk with some German investors as well.
That would be great.
Yeah, that's a nice idea. Very well. Thank you for this.
All right.
Come in.
See you.